It's that time of the year again, y'all. It's the new year. That's when we start freaking out and panicking, saying, "Oh my God, what are my goals? I need to get it together. I need to buckle down this year," which is fine and dandy. But today I want to talk about us having goals that are actually aligned instead of being survival based. Yes, survival based. That is not alignment, guys. So let's get into it. You're listening to the Blu Room Show. My name is Genesis Blue. I am a licensed psychotherapist or a licensed professional counselor, a professional coach, and also a hip hop artist. Uh, and so this hustle culture that we have right now, this hustle culture makes everyone believe that, first of all, they have to have certain types of goals, certain types of dreams, certain types of aspirations. And I'm just here to ask you, is what you're shooting for really aligning with what you truly, truly want? I'm very interested in getting to the conversation with human beings about what you truly, truly want versus, oh, I want this because this is what my family wants for me. Oh, this is what I want because society would say I made it if I have those things. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm interested in, what do I truly, truly want? And the only way to find that out is to understand your passion, understand your purpose, and to understand where your values truly lie, right? You can try to manifest something all day, but if you're manifesting something that ultimately doesn't align with who you really are and what you really want, you will be unhappy. You will be miserable. And so I want us to cut that out, right? You're saying to yourself right now, is that me? Am I doing this? Well, just ask yourself this question. Am I trying to achieve a goal that requires me to abandon myself? Ooh. Am I trying to achieve a goal that requires me to abandon myself? Well, that, my friend, would not be success. That would be survival in disguise, right? Because I'm not telling you not to work hard and grind and hustle. I'm just saying to do it for the things that you really, truly want, which is very different from just trying to meet a standard that has been created for you or forced upon you. I just want you to think about that line, right? So I'm really big on manifestation. I really want us to lean into manifestation this year versus also just stressing about goals. But the manifestation is deeper because I truly, truly believe that I can have this. I truly, truly believe I deserve this. I truly, truly believe this is already mine. It's in the bag, right? And when you want to manifest something, guys, you have to truly embody it. You can't just say, this is what I want. This would be really cool to have. You have to really, really embody it. Become the thing, right? So if that's successful entrepreneur, I should be embodying successful entrepreneur. If that is new job or starting school or new relationship, I should be walking in the light of those things, right? And so, yeah, let's talk about ways that I want you to work on manifesting yourself. I love a good old affirmation. The more we say things, the more we believe it. Just unfortunate that human beings tend to take the negative route. So we tell ourselves we can't do it or it won't work out for us, especially. And what if you just kind of turn that on its head and started to say it absolutely can work out? It absolutely always tends to work in my favor. The universe tends to unfold just the way that I like it, with ease. What if you said those things to yourself, right? Because if you're like, I really want this new job, or I really want some money in my bank account. But your nervous system is saying, we never get these things. Then you're not going to get those things. It's very simple. Affirmations don't tend to stick when our nervous system is dysregulated. So when I'm asking the universe or God or whatever you believe in for things, you really have to embody that mind, body, and soul or spirit, right? How can you manifest peace if you're constantly living in urgency and emergency? We don't want to do that, right? So alignment really is about who you're becoming, not just what you're attracting. And so think about that. Who am I becoming? I want to be this person. Am I taking the steps I need to become this person? Right? And so, yeah, I want us to get out of that just hustle culture, guys, and really sitting down and saying, what do I truly, truly want? Can you do that for me? That would actually be just one little homework assignment. And I speak about this so intensely because when I tell you, I have clients that come to me and don't have a clue. They're in their 30s, they're in their 40s, sometimes they're in their 50s. And it's like, girl, what are you doing? That's not even what you really want. And so I am such a fan of you sitting down in a quiet room or in a relaxing space and saying, is this what I truly want? Am I asking for things that don't even align ultimately with the soul? Because what I have noticed in my time of therapy is when human beings don't do what aligns with their soul or spirit, they can never ever be happy, right? It's when people don't, it's just like a fake identity, right? If you're living a fake identity that doesn't fit you, you're never really truly gonna be happy. It's the same idea because your spirit or soul knows. And let me give you a quick example for people who are creatives. When they try to work in corporate America and don't get to be creative, they may be super successful. They may be an accountant, they may be a doctor, they may be a lawyer, but they will come to me and say, okay, my job makes a lot of money, I'm pretty stable, but I'm crying every night because ultimately I despise how rigid this is in my life when I'm used to being like a free spirit and an artist. That's what I mean by, does your soul align with the vision that you have for yourself? Alignment, alignment, alignment. Please remember that word is so important. And so, keeping in mind the things that we discussed earlier, I want you to really ask yourself the following 4 questions. Okay. 1, does this goal honor my current capacity? Does this goal honor my current capacity? Number 2, who do I need to become emotionally to sustain this goal? Who do I need to become emotionally to sustain this goal? I love this because so much of this is how I'm managing my emotions, and does how I'm showing up emotionally align with what I'm asking for, right? Number 3, what do I need to release to make space for this? Many times we can't get to the next thing, guys, because we will not let go of the last thing. Honey, of course, that is relationships. That's also jobs. I can tell y'all personally, that was for me with my job. Before I started a private practice, I worked at a company for 14 years as a mental health therapist. And I knew I stayed way longer than I was supposed to. I had already run the numbers in my head, like they just a middleman getting paid and I can do this on my own. But I just wasn't ready to release it, to let go of the need for security, the need for stability, right? I was not ready to go on that adventure of entrepreneurship fully. I was doing it part-time, but I knew that if I really wanted the freedom, because remember, I'm tying it back to my value. Yeah, my job paid me well. Yeah, my job had good benefits. However, I was miserable going there because I didn't feel like my work really mattered. I felt like the people around me were annoying, and they didn't really care about the work that we were doing, and then they started just being jerks to me. And I don't think that's an accident. I think that's the universe saying, okay, if you won't get up and move, I'm going to make it really uncomfortable for you. So I had to release that need for security and stability because my ultimate goal is freedom. Isn't that something? I have to let go of that imaginary security that I had at my job, because they can let me go at any time, right? That's how the world works. For the true freedom that I actually desire, I had to release the need to also have control, full and total control. I had to release that as well, right? Number 4, how do I want to feel while pursuing this goal? Oh my goodness, I can speak to this too. Lots of people tell me, oh, you should do this, oh, you should do that. And I'll try those things, but it don't really work for me because I'm not that type of person. I'm actually not a person who wants to get on TikTok and do TikTok dances. That's not me. So when I try to live in that world, it is extremely displeasing to me, I will say. And so I've got to do things that make me feel empowered, make me feel excited. I love a challenge, but I want the challenge to be toward a feeling that I want to feel, right? And so how do I want to feel while I'm pursuing this goal? Driven, ambitious, excited for the future, right? Your goals should feel challenging, but not depleting. That's really the line. Your goals should feel challenging, but not depleting. And I think so many of us are missing that goal. We're just headed straight towards depleting, and we're crashing and burning. And that's it. So as we come to a close, I want to try something with you. I want you to take a moment. If you're in your car or you're in your office, or hopefully a space where you have some sort of calm or still, and you can really go into yourself and pay attention. I want you to take a deep breath. And let your shoulders drop. That's how you know you're releasing it, when you let those shoulders drop. And when you take that deep breath and let those shoulders drop, I want you to ask yourself, what am I trying to prove this year? And who am I trying to become? What am I trying to prove this year? And who am I trying to become? Now ask, what would it look like to choose alignment instead of urgency? What would it be like to choose alignment, things that work with me, who I am, my values, my beliefs, my soul, my spirit? What would it be like to choose that alignment instead of urgency? So as we close, this year I'm not interested in goals that look good but feel heavy. I'm interested in goals that feel grounded, intentional, sustainable. If you're ready to set goals from a place of self-love instead of self-pressure, then that's what I'm talking about. That's what we're going to be exploring deeply this season. And I also have something special coming for you. I'm working on my second book, The Month of Me. And guess what? It has a lot to do with the very things that we just talked about today. I want you to be a bad bitch, but I also want you to love yourself, have healthy boundaries, and ultimately the things that human beings truly desire: peace, love, and happiness. Thank you for sitting with me in the Blue Room. If this resonated with you, please share this episode with someone who's tired of hustling their way to happiness. I don't want us to do that anymore. There's more to come. There's more to life than that. Again, thank you so much. Until next time, the Blue Room. We out.